Did you know why some cats hate catnip? Well, buckle up because we're going on a fascinating journey exploring catnip. First, let's set the scene. Imagine a perennial herb from the mint family, growing lush and wild in various parts of the world, including North America and Europe. This herb is known as Nepeta cataria, or as we commonly refer to it, catnip. It's a plant that holds an irresistible allure for our feline friends. But it's not just for cats. Humans have used catnip for centuries in teas, tinctures, and more. But what exactly happens when a cat encounters this intriguing plant? You might have seen it yourself, a usually calm and composed kitty suddenly rolling, flipping, and purring in delight, or perhaps even salivating and jumping around like a kitten. This is due to a chemical compound present in catnip called nepetalactone. When inhaled, this compound stimulates the sensory neurons in a cat's brain, leading to a kind of euphoric reaction. But here's where it gets even more fascinating. Not all cats respond to catnip. Yes, you heard it right. As it turns out, sensitivity to catnip is hereditary, and about 1/3 of the cat population lacks the gene that responds to it. Kittens, regardless of their genes, are also immune to its effects until they reach maturity, usually around 6 months of age. Now, you might be thinking, does this mean those cats that don't respond to catnip actually hate it? Well, not exactly. They're simply indifferent to it. No love, no hate, just a big feline shrug. So there you have it, a brief introduction to the magic herb that is catnip, a plant that can induce a state of kitty bliss, or be met with a nonchalant gaze, a plant that is as fascinating as it is mysterious. Now that you've got a basic understanding of catnip, let's dive into some surprising facts you might not know. So, you think you know everything about catnip? Well, we've got some surprising facts that might just blow your mind. Fact 1. Catnip, also known as Nepeta cataria, is a member of the mint family. Originating from Europe and Asia, it's now found all over the world. This perennial herb is known for its heart-shaped leaves and white flowers with purple dots. But don't be fooled by its pleasant appearance, there's a lot more to this plant than meets the eye. Fact 2. Catnip is a natural mosquito repellent. Yes, you heard it right. Research has shown that the essential oil in catnip, known as nepetalactone, is about 10 times more effective at repelling mosquitoes than DEET, the compound used in most insect repellents. So, the next time you're planning a summer garden party, you might want to consider planting some catnip. Fact 3. Not all cats react to catnip. While it's true that many cats go crazy for this herb, about 30 to 50% of cats are not affected by it at all. This response to catnip is hereditary, so if a cat's parents were not responsive to it, it's likely that their kittens won't be either. Fact 4. The effects of catnip on cats can vary greatly. Some cats will roll, purr, and frolic, while others may become hyperactive or aggressive. The reaction is caused by the scent of nepetalactone, which mimics a natural pheromone in cats. Ingesting catnip, however, often has a sedative effect. Fact 5. Catnip is not addictive to cats. Despite their often intense reactions, cats will not become dependent on catnip. They can enjoy it as a treat, but they won't experience any withdrawal symptoms if they stop having it. Fact 6. Humans have used catnip for centuries. Long before it became a popular treat for our feline friends, humans were using catnip for its medicinal properties. It's been used as a treatment for insomnia, anxiety, and even as a natural remedy for colds and flu. Fact 7. Cats won't react to catnip until they're several months old. Kittens, and even some older cats, won't show any interest in catnip. It's only when they reach 3 to 6 months of age that they may start to react to it. Fact 8. Catnip can help with behavioral issues in cats. If your feline friend is scratching furniture or not using their litter box, catnip can be a great tool. Sprinkling a bit of catnip on a scratching post or in a litter box can help guide your cat towards more appropriate behavior. Fact 9. Catnip is safe for cats to ingest. While it's primarily the scent that cats enjoy, they can also safely eat this herb. In fact, many cat treats and toys incorporate dried catnip leaves for this very reason. And finally, fact 10. Catnip can have a mild sedative effect on humans. Yes, catnip isn't just for cats. While it won't have the same euphoric effect on us as it does on our feline friends, drinking catnip tea can promote relaxation and help with sleep. Wow, who knew catnip was so interesting? But we're just scratching the surface. Let's dig a little deeper. Alright, we've learned a lot about catnip, but why do some cats hate it? Let's unravel this mystery. Firstly, it's essential to understand that not all cats react to catnip. In fact, catnip response is hereditary. Approximately 30 to 50% of cats possess the gene that triggers the typical catnip response. If your feline friend falls in this percentage, you've probably witnessed the rolling, rubbing, purring, and overall euphoria that catnip induces. But if not, your cat may simply gaze at the catnip-infused toy with a nonchalant shrug. Before you label your cat as a catnip hater, consider their age. Kittens, particularly those under 3 months, often show no interest in catnip. Their sensitivity to the herb usually develops as they mature. Similarly, older cats may lose their affinity for catnip as they age. So if your kitten or senior cat is indifferent to the nip, don't fret. It's perfectly normal. Genetics play a significant role in a cat's reaction to catnip. Certain breeds are more likely to respond than others. For instance, domestic cats with a lineage tracing back to areas where catnip is native, like Europe and Asia, are more likely to enjoy its effects. On the other hand, cats of Australian or Southeast Asian descent, where catnip doesn't naturally grow, may not respond at all. Health status is another factor to consider. Cats with certain health conditions may not react to catnip, or may have a subdued response. For example, cats with respiratory issues may not inhale enough of the nepetalactone, the active ingredient in catnip, to trigger a reaction. It's also worth noting that cats' responses to catnip can vary widely. While some cats become hyperactive, others mellow out. Some cats might not show any visible reaction but still enjoy the aroma of catnip. Just like people have different tastes and preferences, so do our feline friends. Lastly, consider the quality and freshness of the catnip. Just like spices in your kitchen cabinet, catnip can lose its potency over time. If your cat doesn't respond to old stale catnip, try offering them a fresh batch. You might just find that they're not catnip haters after all. In conclusion, there are several reasons why your cat might not respond to catnip. It could be their age, their genetic predisposition, their health status, or even the quality of the catnip itself. It's important to remember that a lack of response to catnip doesn't mean your cat dislikes it. They might simply be indifferent, or their way of enjoying it might not be as overt as other cats. So, it's not that some cats hate catnip, it's just that they're indifferent. Interesting, isn't it? But there's more. You might be asking, is catnip just for cats? Absolutely not. Let's find out how humans can use catnip. Now, you might be scratching your head, wondering how this herb that drives cats wild can be of any use to us. Well, surprise, surprise. Catnip, also known as Nepeta cataria, isn't just a kitty's plaything. It can be beneficial for us humans in several ways. Let's start with a classic example. You know, catnip can be brewed into a tea. Yes, you heard it right, a tea. This herbal infusion has been used for centuries to help soothe headaches, reduce feelings of nervousness, and even assist with digestive issues. And the best part? It has a minty flavor that can be quite refreshing, but that's not all. Catnip also has a reputation for being a potent mosquito repellent. Some studies suggest that the essential oil from this plant can be more effective than DEET, the common ingredient found in most insect repellents. That's a natural alternative for you right there, and we can't forget about its calming effects. Much like how it sends some felines into a state of bliss, catnip can also help humans unwind. The nepetalactone, the chemical responsible for the catnip's effects on cats, has a sedative effect on humans. It can assist with sleep issues, alleviate stress, and promote relaxation. So, if you're a fan of natural remedies, or you're just looking for a new herb to add to your garden, catnip might be the answer. You can brew it, use it as a bug deterrent, or even incorporate it into your relaxation routine. But remember, moderation is key. While catnip is generally safe for humans, excessive use can lead to mild side effects like headaches or stomach upset. So, always consult with a healthcare professional before starting any new herbal regimen. So, catnip isn't just a feline fascination, but it has some handy uses for us humans too. We've covered a lot of ground today, haven't we? Let's quickly recap what we've learned. We started off our journey by taking a deep dive into the intriguing world of catnip. We discovered that catnip, also known as Nepeta cataria, is a member of the mint family. This plant, native to Europe, Asia, and Africa, has been causing our feline friends to roll, leap, purr, and frolic for centuries. We then moved on to the top 10 facts about catnip. Who knew there was so much to know about this simple plant? We found out that not all cats are affected by catnip. In fact, whether a cat will react to it is hereditary, and about 1 in 3 cats are completely immune to its effects. We also learned that kittens, no matter their genetic predisposition, are not affected by catnip until they reach about 6 months of age. Our conversation then took a turn to explore why some cats hate catnip. It turns out that the reaction to catnip is all about the scent. Some cats might not find the smell appealing, while others may have had a bad experience with it. It's also worth noting that too much exposure can cause a cat to become desensitized to it. We wrap things up by looking at the uses of catnip for humans. Yes, you heard it right, this isn't just a treat for our feline friends. Catnip has been used in traditional medicine for its calming effects. It's been used as a sleep aid, a digestive aid, and even as a treatment for colds and flu. And there you have it. Catnip, not just your average cat toy. We've explored its origins, its effects on cats, why some cats don't respond to it, and even its uses for us humans. Whether you're a cat lover or just a curious mind, we hope you've enjoyed this journey into the world of catnip. Thanks for joining us on this fantastic feline journey. And until next time, stay curious.